They have negative feelings about black people.
No shit! You stupid sand nigger! No shit! What the fuck you do? Got definitely negative feelings. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do when white supremacy runs wild on you, motherfucker? He's just crying right now, swinging from a monkey branch, eating a banana, playing some Donkey Kong on an N64 because he's a stupid prick. He's a window licking stupid nigger.
We tricked them into having kids.
We can't see our kids anymore. That's what they've done.
I moved to Romania 10 years ago, and I found an amazing country full of beautiful people. And I told the whole world about Romania. If you mention the name Romania anywhere in the world, they'll say, Andrew Tate lives there, Andrew Tate lives there. I've done nothing but promote this country. I've done nothing but say fantastic things about Romania endlessly. And when I did this, people would say to me, if Romania is so nice, if it's so safe, it's so beautiful, why has it got such a bad reputation? And I said, well, there's probably a few bad actors, a few bad people who destroyed the entire reputation. Like the few fools at DCOT who just came along and told us that the mothers of our children are somehow human trafficked, spending millions of euros, wasting their time trying to put innocent men in jail instead of fixing the roads, fixing the hospitals, fixing this country. You have a beautiful country full of beautiful...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nerd Chronicles with your host, Christian Paul speaking. And as you can see here, the wannabe top G is literally up in the building. Here to talk about, the dark psychology methods that is practiced by the red pill. A comic example of dark psychology. Now, y'all been hearing a lot of stuff that's going on in them red pill streets, a lot of ideology that much of these pseudo red pill gurus mainly want to have like a lot of young, naive men on, and also depressed men mainly on, just actually try to lure them, they lure them again, women, while really deep down the line, it's basically like a hidden ideology that they mainly want you to seep behind these scenes. And it is literally crazy. After studying for a while and actually nearly getting usurped into it, I wanted to actually dig into certain examples on how the red pill mainly manipulates everybody.
I want to be in good shape, but I'm not in good shape, so how do I get in good shape?
It's absolute horseshit. What you're doing when you ask a question like that is you're validating that you tried without fucking doing anything. Like, there's not a person that cannot go on Google right now and find free information about how to get in shape. We've worked out this entire trip with nothing better than a hotel gym.
Which was a lot.
Sweat it off. Don't be a pussy. Turn up. Did I need to ask one of you how to come to the gym and fucking do pull-ups and push-ups? What is the fucking problem? Just get up and go.
The common tactics that the red pillars, pseudo alpha gurus, mainly use to mainly belittle their audience, just actually trying to get them in line to mainly convert, or they belittle try to get them in line in their way of thinking, is belittling. I.e., belittling. You are a fucking loser. You're lowly. You're not high value. You're not qualified to do the stuff that I'm doing. Okay? You hadn't really boned this much woman to actually have high value status. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have that type of success me with the fancy cars, the fancy wrists, the fancy watches. Bitch, who the fuck you think you is? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying all this stuff as examples. Okay? This is not to actually belittling everything.
Andrew, don't your girls have your name tattooed on them?
20 girls have my name tattooed on them.
How many girls have your name on them now?
22. I got 22. I'm 22.
22. Oh man.
He wanted me to get his name tattooed at all costs.
He wanted me to tattoo his name on me.
Yeah, the branding actually comes up in the 86-page document that was obtained from Romania. Let me read part of that. It says the criminal activities of these defendants are a form of slavery, according to the prosecutor's office, like 19th century U.S. slave owners who branded their slaves with a red iron. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate defendants brand their victims with tattoos indicating that they are the defendant's property. For example, they have tattoos with the message, owned by Tate.
A lot of these girls
that are trafficked, their pimps will brand them to show ownership. It's a sign of ownership. And so they come here and we either lighten and remove them, or we have affiliates where they can go to get them covered with something beautiful. The tattoos can come in a form of a name, a symbol, numbers, dates, crowns. It all signifies the ownership of the pimp.
And that's why I teach in my course as well. Like, yeah, getting the girl, fucking the girl is the first 10% of the game. Having a girl tattoo your name on her is the other 90%.
That's about 90% of the tattoo game. I'll say to the girl, well, you're serious about it. She goes, yeah, I'm serious. I said, why don't you tattoo my name on it? She goes, oh, because we're going to split up. I was like, well, I thought you were serious. Well, I am. Are you going to cheat? No, I'm not going to cheat, but you might cheat. So what? So if I talk to a girl, you're going to leave me? That's not. I thought you were loyal. Well, I am loyal. So then if you're loyal to me and you're a good girl, you do as I say, why are we going to split up? Well, we're not. Then what's the problem with the tattoo?
I just say to the girl, like, are we going to be together forever? She goes, well, I hope so. I said, well, I don't believe in hopes. It's yes or no. She goes, well, I want to. So if you genuinely want to, then why wouldn't you get a tattoo? So when a girl refuses to get a tattoo, I'm like, well, why? Why wouldn't? I thought you were serious. Like, all the blame's on her. Take over everything. No one's driving my cars but me. Like my women. Put my name on them. For life. Boom. Done. Even if I don't want them anymore, they can just fucking sit at home while I play with the younger ones.
Gosh, that's something. That you want to talk about ownership? There you go.
You are done. You are an embarrassment for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Another common manipulative tactic of belittling. Now, you see all the common tactics of belittling when it comes with women and everything else. You know, calling them bitches, calling them whores, alternating, doing all that kick-out phase that a lot of these pseudo-red pill gurus would mainly do. You know, saying that all women are mainly 304s and mainly everything else.
Oh, you cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
These dudes will literally have you coming by their overpriced courses that cost a bunch of $1,000, that when you actually go digging into it, they quality is literally full of shit. You know what I mean? They quality is piss poor, garbage. You know, the food is basically all cap and all garbage. The women ain't really like that, aren't really that much great now. There you can find some dimes of dozens up in these party centrals, but much of the women aren't really interested in these still gurus, you know, because they weren't really interested in the first place due to the fact that they found out who they were, and due to the fact that they've been saying all this tutorial stuff about women, makes them feel more turned off in a way as well. So you're dealing with all this tutorial stuff, and what makes it worse, you see some of these pseudo alpha gurus mainly self-snitch, literally about criminal activity. Hashtag being dealers. Hashtag bragging and openly admitting to committing multiple felonies. Hashtag admitting to money laundering. PhD. Pimping hoes degree.
I have to fuck her so she obeys me. I don't give a shit about having sex with beautiful women. I fuck them so they listen to me. So I can get what I actually want, which is not them. It's a means to an end. Every single Bond girl was exploited. That's exactly what I do. When I watch a Bond film and I see him basically pimp a bitch, to me that speaks to my heart. I've been there. I've done that. Anyone who's followed me long enough knows that I first made my $1 million with a webcam business. I have met beautiful women with a good personality and thought, she will make me money. I have to fuck this bitch. I don't want to have sex with her. I just need the money.
However, it's hard to actually not feel that you're actually up in chaos until you may be actually deep too into it, which what mainly happened to me. The only thing that really woke me up was when I saw that clip of Auburn Priest and Fresh and Fit, and the moment that Fresh and Fit responded to Auburn Priest's opinion on their appearance on the show, and they acted literally like an ass, that's what really had woke me up. And everything mainly went downhill from there. You know, you're seeing controversies come out of them, mainly get exposed. Hypocrisies mainly get exposed with them. You know, they haven't really led by example. Their courses are literally illegitimate. You see former users or former customers actually buy some of the courses that they have and basically actually show illegitimacy when it comes to those courses. You know, it basically shows their lack of experience and at their lack of expertise when it comes to all three of these ordeals. So whenever they get challenged on these things, and Christians, I think, for example, you know, they panic or they start deflecting and become very, very much aggressive. Now, in the case of Andrew Tate, all that self-snitching, all that controversial stuff, and more victims going forward against him, basically forced authorities mainly up at his door, basically got him hemmed up, dealing with trial, and as of now, they got him really retried and got him charged with additional charges when it comes to money laundering, as well as sex trafficking with minors, in which Andrew Tate both admitted on camera that he did both of these things. How dumb of a motherfucker can you really be when dealing with these types of issues?
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
And mind y'all, you know, what I did not tell y'all is that many of these pseudo gurus will actually tell you that depression is a myth, depression is never real. But I've seen the diagnosis. I grew up in a household. I live with Asperger's syndrome. I know how depression mainly is. I lived through it at times, day by day. I know what the fuck like some of these dudes are mainly talking about, and some of these pseudo gurus have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
If you were contributing to my kids, can I still sit here and say that you're not gonna have that? I just said I fucking spent $700 on school shopping, okay? No one helped me with that, so how are you going to say that you're going to hit my kid?
Here's the thing. I'm not your husband. Don't raise your voice at me and don't swear at me like that again.
Listening. I'm making eye contact with him. I'm talking to him.
I don't care. You're on the podcast and nobody's swearing at you.
But he has absolutely no problem, and I'm talking to him. Me and him are making eye contact. He's shaking his head in agreement, and you have a problem.
I do have a problem. You're not going to disrespect my host. Period.
He doesn't feel disrespected.
I don't give a fuck.
Do you feel disrespected?
Listen,
I want to know, do you feel disrespected?
Right now, you're raising your voice, and it's kind of like, yo, why? I'm talking to you nice, calm. I didn't shut you one time.
You was just shaking your head and agreeing at me until he said something.
I'm trying to be nice to you here, okay?
Yeah, he's nice.
So it's like, I get what you're saying. Look, you go through a lot. But on the platform, just keep it chill, all right? We're good.
Don't swear at him again. That's going to be the first and last time I tell you.
Everybody's been swearing the whole time, but here's the thing.
You're swearing at him, trying to emphasize, you're trying to come up aggressive, whatever. Yo, this ain't for fucking debate, bro. Whose show are you on?
Honestly, fuck you and your show.
Okay, then get the fuck out of here.
I will get the fuck out of here. It's given you ain't get pussy until you was 20-something years old.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
It was actually 18. You should watch the show and figure it out. But anyway, go ahead. Fuck out of here. You look like a clown.
Who looks like a clown?
You. Get out of here.
I'm better than any bitch you ever been with. Look at you. Look at you. You run a show on literally.
You look wild right now with 13,000 people watching.
I don't give a fuck. You run a show debating about and with women. What does that say about you? Pussy ass nigga.
You look like you look fucking clown. Get out of here.
Now, what's the best counter? Might I add, to actually counter all this craziness and to get yourself out of the same trouble that these pseudo red pill gurus are mainly in. First step is therapy by a licensed mental health specialist that actually is well licensed to counter all these things, actually help strategize on how to actually counter your depression and actually try to minimize as much of it as mainly as you can. That's definitely the first step. Having actually give you individual strategies actually how to counter those things. Step 2, get a life coach. Okay, get a life coach and actually see how you can actually try to improve your life and how you can actually try to better yourself throughout society and all facets of life. Step 3, research the content creators of who you followed basically up in the past to see what their true intentions really are, what their mindset really is, and see if their stuff is actually legitimate or not. And if you see controversy that came by within them, and if you see hypocrisy when it comes to their products, when it comes to their teachings, and when they become contradictory on all the stuff that they mainly say, now's your cue to mainly run. When they don't have any other evidence or they don't have any other practical evidence or any other practical examples to actually back up their work, to actually legitimize based on their personal view, you're dealing with like a fraudulent guru. Run for your life. All right, that's definitely another more important thing. Number 4, experiment by being social with many people as you can. Go through trial and error. See what works, see what doesn't. Okay, make sure you actually thoroughly practice and actually talk to people in a respectful manner and the utmost decorum. Just don't come out with your robe, just like acting like Andrew Tate now. Just don't do that, just like I'm doing. Even though I'm out here trolling, looking like a wannabe top G up in this motherfucker. Know what I'm saying? But definitely go out and speak to people, dress decent, You know, make sure you smell real good. If you feel like you need to put on cologne, that's fine. Just don't overdo it. You know, come by with confidence. Don't be afraid to literally speak up and actually walk up to people and actually just go talk to them on certain topics. You know, keep things light, keep things fun. Don't talk about anything that's actually extremely intense to the point where there's gonna be a lot of arguments, a lot of people actually claiming that they're experts based on what they're mainly doing. You know what I mean? Please don't even put politics up in the equation. Please don't even involve the Democratic National Convention that you actually got going on. Please don't involve that stuff, okay? Because that can literally get you ruined down to the T if you're not careful. Because there's some folks out here that can literally lose their mind, mainly up to the T. That's basically also important. And most importantly, stay humble in yourself. Stay humble, be respectful, know your worth, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, understand the circumstances that you're mainly dealing with, and do the best you can to actually learn and build as you actually continue to network with people, whether it's through a job, whether it's through social events, or even when it's through dating. You'll be able to actually learn more about yourself the more that you build up, and you'll be able to actually have, the knots cancer be will as long as you continue to practice, as long as you continue to get better. If you do need to actually further when it comes to dating, make sure you thoroughly vet the gurus that you're dealing with, and make sure to actually explain things in a thorough, practical manner, actually go through trial and error just to elevate your life. All right? And I'm going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Dark psychology when it comes to feminism. Coming soon.
Myron don't talk to niggas like this in real life. He a Arab bitch.
Huh?
I would drive to Miami, shoot him in his mouth. He said that nigga shit to me.
Was that English?
He's an Arab, he ain't black.
Was that English?
Hey, fly me up.
Oh, look, Susan, what you're encountering right now is a real life nigger.
Fly me up to Miami, bitch. I'll drive down on you whole ass Arab.
Well, look, congratulations. You are hearing what a nigger is. The guy comes in and says he's going to shoot me in the face. He literally confirmed all the stereotypes that they talk about black people. Fan-fucking-tastic. This dumbass comes in, and within 2 seconds, no one can understand what he's saying. He's making a verbal threat to shoot me. You can't make this shit up. You literally can't make this shit up. You can't. This FBA fucking idiot comes in here and Myron, fly me out, I'll come and shoot your ass. You're an idiot, bro. Now, let's go ahead and let the dumb bitch finish what she was saying, and then we can go ahead and talk to this stupid nigga in here. You're gonna keep...
With them lane, come forward with some bosses, baby. She don't want no puppy, she want a big dog. Wash my clothes the other day, found a 10 ball. Flip phone for the.
Sorry, I know we're in the car. We'll deal with them. Someone will get the fastest.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.